Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Airships Conquer the Skies. Today's beverage is a very filling strawberries and cream protein drink shake type thing, half beverage, half physical nutrients, hopefully enough to keep us going on the new Conquest mode, which we're going to be playing through in this series. Either way, previously we were on designing and fighting and airship editor, and if we go to open to design, I can go right to the bottom here and select the Pigeon, which is possibly one of the worst vessels I've ever made. However, that's probably a contest in and of itself. The main flaw is that it's only got one weapon, and the weapon itself is really good if it hits, the Imperial cannon here. However, you know, the problem with one weapon is if it gets taken out, that's the ship pretty much done for. This thing is not wholly accurate. It also may explode, and yeah, there's a lot of flaws with this vessel. We probably should have put a keel on, as people suggested. Certainly a crow's nest, and the weaknesses was the large suspendium dust tank. So yeah, it's one for the scrap pile, I think, but there is ways and means to sort of redo it, but we'd have to pretty much start from scratch. It would definitely not be a version 2, it would just be a new vessel entirely. But you know, you learn these things and the fun is in finding out. Anyway, in this series, let's go ahead and go to Conquest and to New Game. And we have previously played when we were playing as a cultist, and before that we were playing with heroes and villains. This is, let's see, the latest version of the time recording, 1.276, and no mods, but it does have the heroes and villains DLC installed. So we're going to play through, and it might be a bit different to previous series, because I don't know how much building we're going to be, you know, doing, because basically we've already made a lot of these vessels in isolation in the past. So, yeah, I'm just going to see how we get on. Let's go with maybe that and that as a colour scheme, maybe. Switch it around. I don't know whether green. Go with that, why not? And this is the plus 33% research speed coat of arms, because, you know, it gives us a lot of bonuses and such. Let's select the hero, and I've currently got Vemosis Milligan, I think. Either way, we're not going to go with that person. I am probably going to go with a governor, which is reduction in upgrade costs in the city, and let's say select hero. And yeah, we're just going to sort of build up as best we can. Let's go with a large map for once. We don't often do that. Default for everything else, I think. And let's see about going to start game. Now, as I said, you know, in previous series we have done some designing and fighting while we're playing, but we've built loads and loads of various vessels in, you know, previous build episodes. So yeah, I think it's probably worth it to basically see if we can get a nice series where basically we have to use what we've made, and you know, we can build ship. We don't need to design necessarily, because there's all of these. A lot of these obviously are like sort of pretty standard. So the Sparrowhawk is one of the best things that we've got, which is about boarding. The Starling is terrible. We've got the Owl, which is, it's not bad. The Herring Gull is okay. That's our mid-level bomber. The Boarding of Doom is, it's all the baubles that we made. The Blackbird, no, not the Blackbird. The Bluebird is something I really like, because it's only got one weapon, but it's a long-range weapon. That, yeah, maximum accurate range 3,200 meters compared to the 700 meters plus, I think, of the other one. We've also got the Bauble of Doom. We went through a bit of a phase with these things. The Heron isn't terrible. Honeybee is really good, actually. It's got a mix of high and low tech. It's also exceptionally expensive. We've got things like the Woodpecker, which we never use. The Bluebird is, this is the SPC. That's Cultist version. So if we go over there, we can see Cultist Quarters. So we won't be building any of those. But yeah, let's see how we get on. I can't remember fielding that a lot. The Red Start. All right. So we've been positioned in the very middle here, fairly middling, and we've got a couple of people around us, and that means we can fire in any direction, which is good. And what I'm going to do is see what we've been given in the first instance. Well, it exists, whatever that thing is. Obviously, we've got some neighbours here. We do want to be taking those out. Let me go to Show Me and Research. So we need to unlock things. That's Police Station and Spy Agency. I'm probably going to go with maybe... okay. Pressurized suspendium dust tanks, just going for extra flight speed, you can't go far wrong. So, I'm going to put in, let's see, maybe someone in here. Let's send a spy over there. And it's telling me it's all the tutorial stuff, we don't need to worry about that. And we need to build a port, so let's go with a large port. That gives us extra loyalty and experience, and the port is plus income, so we'll build that. And how much have we got? We have 1,086 generic units of currency. We can go to heroes and see we've only got the one, so there's not much we can do there. But I definitely want to try and take out this guy to our left in, you know, very early on. Actually, let's pause and go to diplomacy and see who they are. So, they are... Who are these guys? It's struggled. Okay, diplomacy. And just looking for their coat of arms. There they are. They are a conqueror. Okay, so that's a thing. Who else have we got? Contenders, crusaders, bully, cravens, pacifists, isolationists, paranoid. I'm assuming everyone else is out to get them. Well, they might not be wrong. Conqueror and a trader. I haven't got any cultists on here as far as I can tell, but I think that comes later. Anyway, let's see. Let's just unpause it and let's... Oh, what's over here? Suspendium Caves. That is a giant cave of floating wonders, crystals of perfect purity, a minus 50% suspendium chamber cost. We've got our spy here, so let's see. We're going to click on that and go to View City, and that's what they have. So they are building one of what we've already got. They've already got the Vindictive, and they've got whatever that thing is there. Okay, they look fairly raidery, don't they? Okay, and then they've got these water towers, essentially. They've got loads of rifles on them. Okay, we do need to get building, and standard procedure is to build ship, and we need to build... I mean, the Bumblebee is always a really good choice. I often build the Bumblebee in the very first instance. Let me start building that one, because we're going to have to, as I said, take this guy out sooner rather than later. Yeah, alright. So scientific method is getting researched, which is for the pressurized suspendium dust tank and university. University is then to increase the the amount of research you can pump out. This is what's that? Dissident scholars. A group of dissident scholars have built a laboratory here. Your Navy officers suggest that they could be pressed in your service easily enough. Okay. We could have a look at that. I'm very tempted to just have a... I'm going to have a look. Let's see what we can do. You can make a non-aggression pact with loads of people, actually. So I'm gonna go with... No, I'm not going to really do much diplomacy early on. Let's have a quick chat with the scholars here. And they are over there. We have our vessel here. And do they have weapons on the back? They have... Oh, that's interesting. That is distant scholars with what it appears to be. Anyway, some sort of acid thrower, I think that is. Okay, then. So start the fight immediately. I'm going to say move to there and then flip. So go, go, go. The acid spitter is quite short-ranged, if memory serves. So actually what I'm probably going to do is go up and over, because I don't want to get in its arc. So up and over. And obviously we are firing. We also have grenades, I believe. Let me just go over here. There's the grenades coming out, so we're dropping grenades and not really hitting much. Oh, they have the observation deck, I've just noticed there. Okay, so let's bring it to here. So we're going to bring it down, and there we go. So the grenades are getting, I believe the technical term is yeeted out to the front, and we are causing decent damage on the what appears to be stone wall. Oh, look at that. There's actually a walkway, like this gantry here. I love the industrial look with all the pipeworks and the sort of clockwork mechanism and such on it. It looks like we have broken the glass of the dome, and also someone's just caught a grenade to the face. Okay, there's some more damage out, which is good. You can see we've already pretty much chipped all the front of this bit here, and there's more damage. Eventually I think they're just going to run out of people. And there's another person off the gun. There's a third person off the gun. They are able to get back to it, but then there's more grenades going back in them. And what else are we armed with? We're armed with 1, 2, 3, 4 rifles, by the look of it, and a couple of grenades. And yep, I believe that thing is all kinds of on fire. And I don't... yes, I expect it to not be put out now. Normally it'll have been put out if they have access to fire suppression systems. Oh, yep, there it is. That's where they've got their water tank right at the top, which is, well, it's now exploded. So, yeah, I think even though that was still there, they didn't have access to it because we've blown the top off. And we've now split the thing in two. And I'm going to have to bring this a little bit closer because now this class is two separate things and we need to fire at the frontier. That thing, the asset splitter, I think can explode. But, I mean, we'll soon find out, won't we? And there's the ammo store up. And that is it. We've got them. Okay, that's fine. That showed them victory. Yes, done. And click OK. And that's plus, wow, OK. Sorting through the charred notes and blueprints and interrogating the survivors, scholars. Your troops make some useful discoveries. Plus 500 research. Okay, let's head back. That was pretty good. We've now finished the first research. For an expedition, it says, where is it? Over here. Okay. To the left. Finance the scientific expedition in the ruins. One of your own stalls just a rival expedition. Fund it? Well, we don't. Oh, yes, we do have enough money. Let's do that. And they want additional funds. I'm going to have to refuse additional funds, I'm afraid. Return some curiosity notes, but no major discoveries. Okay, that's a bit of a shame there. All right. Anyway, building up the Bumblebee, and let me just double check there. Over here. Yeah, that's fine. Do we need to build a network is the question. View city. Steal supplies. Build spy network. Yeah, insufficient funds for the action. I'm not going to be wasting my money on lots of spy action. I don't see any great point there. Although I do like the idea of building ports. Alright. Fleet Academy, which is extra bonuses. Oh, there's a university. Extra research and extra reputation. But there is some maintenance cost to get that. The question is, do I want to build it? And I think the answer is yes. Every time we do that, our governor will gain some experience. So that'll be handy. And also, if we were to go quite high-tech early, remember we've already got plus 33% research speed anyway, so we have that going for us. Let's go over to diplomatic relations. So from this person, they're all at peace with one another. Peace. They're at war. Okay, that's interesting. Due to your recent actions, your reputation has changed. Yes, it has. We don't need to know more about that one. So, actually, let's see our neighbours over here. They are at peace. Oh, bit of war there. Cheeky bit of war. And blackmail opportunity. Let me pause it for a moment. It says, your agents have found incriminating documents about the Ulquoma, which would damage their reputation made public. Blackmail them for 1,000 or release the documents. I'm going to release the documents. There we go. I'm not going to spend money on building up more. What I do want to build up though is I want another vessel because I want to start taking out this person to our left. Okay. I'm tempted to recall the spy because I think it might cost to keep them. Okay. Let's just unpause it. We need another 1,000. What do we need? 1,200 for another one of our ships. I'm probably going to try and go with the Bluebird sooner rather than later. What, however, will that require? Oh, Age of Commerce. It says a time of great trading, fleets and massive profits. Plus 50% income from trade treaties. You can send out trading expeditions to make more money. Extra research, more spies available. Unrest in cities and towns. Well, because everyone's rich. Okay. Build ship. If we were to try and focus on the Bluebird, I need suspendium rays, telescopes, steel armour. Okay. Well, cartography we are working on now. So we'll get that at some point. We don't have any... Oh, do we have any defences? Let me go with defences. We have these water tower things again. Okay, so myself and my neighbour, somewhat, I guess, not coincidental, but I guess it makes sense. We share similar cultures and tech, being on the same island, I guess. Okay. What's over there? Is that trees? It's a steel wood forest. How do you cut steel wood? Select research here. So I want to go for optics, because that's deck guns and telescopes. It's one of the things we have to do. Attracted by the development of cartography, Commander Lane is available for recruitment. And yes. Okay. They're really like brutal takeovers. Okay. Interesting. Minus 30 from steal funds, spy action. They don't like spy actions and they don't like the destruction of turtle doves, but they like brutal takeovers. I'm going to hire them, actually. I am going to hire them. So let's see. That's the Bumblebee. And we're going to put in this hero select. What options do they have for the flank? Instantly move the ship to the far side of the enemy and double time. Temporarily increase crew move and weapon reload speed. Good. Okay. Well, what I'll do is wait for these extra fundings to roll in. Is reputation, did that go down there? I think I might have done. And I guess we're going to have some build a ship, and we're going to go down and have the, where is it? We could do a goldfinch, boarding of doom. No. The partridge. No, useless. The stork. I don't even know what that thing is. What is it? What? Really, what is it? It's got no weapons. What? Oh, cargo bay. Is it just is it just for cargo? I'm not sure. Okay. Right, Bumblebee. I need a little bit more money. Okay, I'll let the game go. There we go. And build. And we want the Bumblebee build. Okay. In these other places, for 300 we can build ports and markets. I think we're going to build ports. 300 in each of these 3 areas. You have your main city, and then you have between 2 and 3 of these little sort of towns. Don't know what the technical term is, but yeah, those. Okay. Double Agent, one of your researchers has support against scientific knowledge from Rostber. He will claim you want to join them and then abscond with the data. Approve. A fear of honesty, they've returned your scientist to you, foiling his plot to learn their secrets. Okay. Oh, horrible plague has arisen in Tepid Falls and poised to spread across the land. Plague spreads from place to place. Plague increase unrest. Plague lowers income production. Build hospitals and doctors' offices. Research to find a vaccine. Plus 50% base research and extra unrest. Okay. I'm strong enough to declare war on Rostber. Right. But where are they? They're probably miles away. Yeah. Let's go with select research. Now, is there... Oh, there you go. Early detection. So we've got the plague stuff here. I'm going to try and do that. I think there might be bonuses for getting that done. Okay. So, I mean, a hospital... I could build a hospital, which is... reduces the spread of plague. Okay. I'm gonna go with... Maybe I should build the hospital. It does give us extra research, and we are trying to do this. Okay. Let's see then. I think we will besiege. Ah, they're heading. Right. Let's go with diplomacy. Make ultimatum. Demand that, and possible threats is war. 0% chance of them accepting. Yep, that's not going to happen, is it? Okay, I'm going to declare war. Straight up declare war. And off we go. Oh, they've turned round. What a surprise. Does not surprise me in the slightest. Okay, well, we have a commander, and they're getting attacked from, I was going to say from multiple points, but it's all kicked off down here as well. Let's see then. So, it says a fight, and let's see how we get on here. Automatic combat resolution is defeat. I'm going to fight manually, because I don't believe that would be the case. So, what can we do with this guy? We can flank... or we can double time. I'm going to say double time, firing a lot faster. This thing I'm going to bring down, and this thing I'm going to bring up, because I'm trying to hit their Yeah, they're gas bags. Oh, yeah, they've dropped out of the sky. That's worked out very well for me. Let me just flip that around. Flip this one around. Yeah, that one's gone. This is why I really like these things, because, quite frankly, the harpoons, people underestimate the harpoons. The low tier tech, but it doesn't matter. You know, you can still do pretty well. Oh, hang on, wait. That might be a problem. They have what appears to be some aerial hussars. Okay. Let's bring this down. I think I've just lost some gas bags. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to get our vessel with rifles. I'm going to get it closer to try and use their rifles to take out these aerial hussars. That's what we're going to do. Because otherwise they're just going to keep picking us apart. Speaking of picking them apart, we are very much picking them apart. This can get a bit closer. There we go. I don't know if you can see, but some shots are hitting those. Okay. Seems to be working out. I think some of them are hitting them. What I might do is head over to their defences, which are quite a ways away, actually. So, heading that way now. And is there much else to take out? I don't know. I thought rifles can hit these. Let's see about flipping around here. Those guys can chase them. Whatever this was, it's still taking a bit of a beating. Flip. And there you go. Now have targets. Continue moving. And the other ones are going to get closer. Where have they been launched from? I don't know where they've been launched from. I'm guessing one of the ships earlier. It says great work, lads, for the Empire there, I think it said. And victory. So, everything was conquered, and we didn't lose anything. Okay, a brutal takeover, because our person likes that. I am going to go to this next one, even though we are damaged. They don't have a fleet. Defences, repair. Yes, okay. Attracted by territory gain, Commander Bertelli is available for recruitment. Automatic combat resolution is victory. Your loss is none, their loss is none. Accept result. Brutal takeover. And then, what's our spy like over here? View city. I reckon we could possibly take them over. But I want to repair first. A researcher from Wise wants to join your empire, bringing inside stack technology. They were pleased if you accept. Allow him to join. Okay, so who is this person here? It says reduction in crew speed, minus 50% module flammability, and minus 50% commander cooldown, and they can flank. I'm not going to bother about that one. So that's for peace. You can demand tribute. Okay, that's a thing. I do need to repair this, but I need to send it probably back. Can I risk it? I think I can risk it. Go. Do we need to go, or can I siege it? Siege. There's extra bonuses in research there. Diplomatic options from who's this? Rostborough. Where are they? Where are they? There. They want a trade treaty. I'll say yes, but I don't think they're actually going to last long by the look of it. Accept. Okay. I can probably demand tribute. Diplomacy. Be up here. Diplomacy. I have to make peace with them. Okay. Well, let's see about building that hospital, shall we? Hospital. Go. Over here. Port. That's good. And attack. And start. All of these, I'm going to say move. Oh, I've just crashed into that rock. That's going to be a problem. And this front one, there was a crunch noise, and I don't know what that was all about. Do I want to go behind them? Are they pretty much the same front to back? I think they're pretty much the same, you know. I think they are pretty much the same. Turn that around a bit. Same for that one, because I don't want it constantly crashing. I've told that to reverse, and it's taking, I was going to say, it's taking some sweet time. Double time. You go there. You go there. You go up here. Alright. We're now firing back. Apparently this is double time. I don't believe that. Anyway, just gonna get a bit closer. And we're getting in grenade range. Bullseye, one of them shouted. So there is the grenades. So I think the main tower is at the back. But we set fire to this first one. And there's been an explosion. Okay. I can go further forward. This can drop down. And grenades out. Another bullseye. Obviously I'm not doing any direct control or anything like that. There's no reason for that at this stage. So I'm not also ordering the ships to do anything other than fire on what they think is going to be the best target. So you just keep an eye on what they're firing at. And it's actually hard, a bit difficult to see because of the darkness, how dark it is. It's a grey, stony tower anyway, so you're always going to have a bit of a problem. Oh, this is going to fall out the sky. Yep, that definitely fell out the sky. Okay, so I think we've lost that one. We've got an ammo fire. Appears that we are in a spot to bother here, but we can still fire actually. We've still got access to all of the we've still got access to all of the ammo storage and such. So it's actually working out pretty well. Looks like their water tower, ironically, isn't not full of water. Oh, I can hear them putting something out there. Ammo store. Ammo's gone up. And now it's going to Death Star itself, isn't it? Good work, lads. I think that's done. So, sadly, one of our things is destroyed. Brutal takeover. There's increased loyalty. And what it means now is I can repair. I don't need to refit the other one. What heroes are available? Just that one. Okay. That's fine. So we've built the hospital, which is good. Germ theory. Then eradicate the plague. It's going to take a while to do that. But we've managed to take out all this. We've got the island. That's the main thing. That's something I'm happy with. Right. Defences. We need to... we need to repair them, but they're a bit expensive. So where do we go next? It would be rude not to take out the bottom left and make sure that that flank is pretty much, you know, dealt with. Let's send a spy to both of these. There's also green dragons over there. Excuse me. A pair of rare green dragons have made their home here. These half-mythical creatures are rumoured to hoard great riches in their nests, a boon to anyone strong enough to defeat them. More concrete incentive for their removal as the creatures are raiding the nearby countryside, carrying away people and livestock to devour, and setting fire to whole villages. Well, that's not good, is it? Okay. Why don't we control this little bit? How strange. So there is some unrest because of the pillaged and all that sort of thing. This is now fully built, and I think what I'll do... Oh, there's doctors' offices, extra research, requires one hospital. It's 200 apiece. I'm going to start building ports. I'm obviously very aware that money is... It's going the other way. Let's view a city here. They've got some defences there, and over here, some defences... No defences there. Okay, but I don't think we're in a position to attack just yet. During a recent diplomatic discussions, Thulu gravely insulted your empire. Well, these guys demand an apology. Formally apologise for the insult. Plus reputation and minus reputation for them. Okay, fine. Also, I'm in negative monies now. That... okay. Let's go with defences here. And scrap that one. And I'm probably going to try and repair those two. But later on. Okay. Well, I think we're going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of... Oh, look at that. Raging plague over here. That's what's happened there. Okay. Well, we are still working on the vaccination. Yeah, that's what's happening there. And it's spreading. Look at that. I guess other places got it as well. Oh, yeah, it's absolutely everywhere. Right. Okay. Well, there's nothing much I can really do about that other than I need to get more money somehow. Okay. We're gonna... Look at that, it's raging through. This could be over before it begins. Look at that, it's spread absolutely everywhere. So everybody's in the same boat, really. Okay, alright. Well, as I said, I think we are going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of airships. We have managed to take out our nearest neighbour, which is good for us, I guess. The problem is obviously this plague. You know what? I won't leave it there. We're halfway to eradicating it. 5 months. Let's get rid of this plague before we call it. And then after that, we'll see. Corman's facing a famine, ask for aid. We can demand money for the food. Yes, I will say. And done. Well, we needed that. That is getting all kinds of spent. Ports. Port over there. Build a port. Already got a port. Hospital. Build one there as well, because that's going to give us research. I don't know if you can build doctors' offices after the fact, but I can't ever recall seeing this plague. But vaccination. Select our next thing. Well, I did say I wanted suspendium weapons. Let's do that. And you have defeated the plague. Your scientists have found an effective vaccine for the dread disease. It's swiftly applied everywhere, and the plague soon starts abating. The heroic act has scientifically greatly increased your empire's reputation. Plus 20 reputation, it ends the age of plague. And we now have, another person we can get. This is a governor. And improved brutal takeover. Hives. So a ritual of praise. 6 months duration. It gives them loyalty. And improved brutal takeover. Half reputation, economic damage, and unrest time for brutal takeovers. Ooh. Higher. Because guess what? We do that quite a bit already. Okay. No governor. Now governors. Right, we're definitely there for now. That's been a bit of Airships Conquer the Skies. We are liked. We have good tech. We just don't have very good money. However, that is going to improve once we get these other ports on the go. So let's see how we get on. Yeah. As always, hope you have enjoyed it. And let's see if this plague to burn out, which is all good. Yeah, either way, next episode, more attacking. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. And generic partings.